Hey everybody, it's Leo here with Commonwealth Realm, and I'm joined by Joey here today. We're going to be talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons, and frankly, we're a little bit hyped, aren't we, Joe?
Hey, it's good to be back, especially since I could talk about what's probably my most anticipated Nintendo game right now, Animal Crossing New Horizons. So yeah, let's get right into it. This is going to be all kinds of fun stuff. Every time I talk to Conrad about Animal Crossing, he says Animal Crossing is too dangerous of a franchise for me to get into because that will lead to days and upon weeks upon months of unproductiveness, basically. And, you know, that's what Animal Crossing is designed to do. It's designed to suck all your free time away because you're too busy taking care of your town, taking care of your village, and paying back Tom Nook for your house.
Yeah, if anyone listening has a job that requires intense focus and attention, do not buy Animal Crossing, or at least don't play it too often, because you will get sucked in and catch fish and bugs for the rest of your life. But anyways, Joey, so how do you think this game is going to be received by the fan base as a whole? Do you think it's going to get new fans in as well, or do you think it's going to...
Yeah, this is a good question, actually. It's interesting because I maybe have a few concerns for this game right out the gate. It is changing a lot about what Animal Crossing used to be. Like, now you can craft things, so that's a really, really big improvement here. Or it could also be a hindrance, meaning like there's kind of like a charm in the original Animal Crossing games when it came to like waiting for things to be available at the shop, or waiting the next day to have fossils in the same space. I'm sure there'll still be some waiting involved with this game, but I feel like the crafting element might take some things away from that. But at the same time, that could also be a major improvement because, in my experience, Animal Crossing is something I play for maybe 1 or 2 hours a day when I get all my tasks completed, and then I just put it away and come back the next day, which I know that's probably a rarity for the Animal Crossing fans. You know, they're always just doing whatever they want to do in their town at all times, but I feel like that New Horizons is going to be, the crafting element is going to be a strength for it, and you can also, like, you know, paint pathways and basically have more control with how you create your town, and that's going to might be a mixed bag for some Animal Crossing fans. Either that, or they'll all love it, and it'll be considered the greatest Animal Crossing game yet, and I have a feeling that that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, it's really funny you mentioned the crafting, like the potential division with fans it might have, because I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, this is kind of a game about patience and, you know, not taking things to... what's the word? You know, just exercising a bit of waiting between rewards, and you know, I think we'll still have things like that, like again, fossils per day and things like that. But you know, when the shop is out of stock, you can make your own net, and maybe it's not as good as the store-bought net. So that's kind of the trade-off. Like, there's a little moral lesson here, ancient Zen proverb of, you know. If you want something right now, it might be less quality than if you just waited. But, you know, regardless, crafting probably comes off of the heel of other games that have crafting. Do you think it has a Minecraft influence at all?
It might a little bit, because, man, there's just, thinking about it now, there's just a lot of games that came out between not even just New Leaf and New Horizons, but also like City Folk and New Horizons. Like, Minecraft was a brand new thing that came out right after City Folk did, I think. And excuse me. And after that, with New Leaf, then Stardew Valley came into the picture, and that kind of like became its own thing. Like, they recently surpassed like a lot of sales numbers. I forgot what the exact number is. The editor just put that article right smack right there. So that's a big influence. I have a feeling like that game did influence a lot of what New Horizons is implementing, as it should, because it was highly influential as a game of that genre. And I don't think it's going to be like, you know, straight up Minecraft. It's still going to be, you know, Animal Crossing, because Nintendo games are stubborn that way. Like, they got to, like, in a sense, they are stubborn, but they also do take influence from other games. Like, even Eiji Aonuma himself said straight up, like, Breath of the Wild 2 is being influenced by a lot of choices in Red Dead Redemption 2, and I think that's really cool. So it wouldn't surprise me if...
you just mentioned Red Dead.
Yeah, it is, right?
I was just thinking about Red Dead. I was literally just thinking about Red Dead. You know, I've been playing it recently, and I was thinking, like, every game is crafting nowadays, and even Red Dead has it, and now Animal Crossing. Maybe it's just becoming a gaming phenomenon in general, but yeah, no. I also, because you're an Animal Crossing fan, like, as obsessively as me, probably even more, do you think the, like, the setting is going to make a difference here. Like, because I've kind of been thinking about this maybe a little bit too much, but if we're on a vacation island, is there like an in-story reason for like caring about this place? Because it's kind of implied we're going to go back to our hometown, right? So, you know, do you think we can invest story-wise into this, or you know, does the premise sound good? Is what I'm trying to say, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, this is an interesting question because it's something that I kind of got concerned about when I first saw the trailer. Like, oh man, it's set on an island. Like, oh gosh, like, will there be snow on this island? Will the seasons even look the same? And then like that question was answered to me like immediately in the trailer, because you see the different seasons and stuff. And yeah, maybe it will be impacted a bit, maybe not. Like, it's something that I'm gonna have to wait and see until the game actually comes out. And I think does that mean, like, I haven't been keeping up too much on like the stuff, the information flow of this game, but does that mean like there's not gonna be a town square? Yeah, exactly, right. But it's funny you say, like, I'm probably a bigger Animal Crossing fan than you. I don't think I am. Like, Animal Crossing is one of those games for me where I won't really get that excited about it until it's finally in my hands and I get to play it. Like, it's definitely one of those games I like to know a little, not know too much about before getting into it, because that's how I was introduced to the series to begin with. I bought New Leaf on a whim because, you know, I just graduated high school and I got some of that sweet graduation money, and I'm just like, everyone's talking about this Animal Crossing game, I might as well get into it. And then I was gone for months and years.
Yeah. I think also being the first like main console entry other than the originals, which were, you know, obviously on home consoles, we've been on handhelds for, actually no, I guess it's not fair because it was on the Wii, but I don't think many people actually bought, you know, the Wii version of Animal Crossing at all, except I don't think so. I think the sales were lower than traditional handhelds. Being on a powerful system like this, you can really see how they're using the power of the Switch. You know, the power of the Switch is really giving them a great depth of field effect. The textures are really great in that cartoony way. They haven't gone for high fidelity looking because I think, you know, slapping an actual real animal face on a body would be weird. They've kept the original art style and somehow made it look even better. Like, the water reflections are great now. They've really polished up the grass. I'm not sure if this is the only benefit of Switch. I would say cloud saves were another benefit, but they didn't add cloud saves to New Horizons, and I don't really know why. So, am I missing anything here? I think the features are pretty good. Pole vaulting just came out of nowhere.
Pole vaulting is going to be life-changing.
Yeah, seriously. A lot of the features are kind of like subtle things we've always wanted, like, you know, the ability to choose different skin tones easier, which you could do in the older games if you stood in the sun and got a tan. So, but I think you had to maintain it, didn't you? Like, you had to go in the sun each day to maintain a darker complexion. And, yeah, and putting items outside, you know, this seems like a natural evolution for the series, whereas you kind of look at Sword and Shield and you can say, well, Sword and Shield did some things right, but also did a lot of things wrong. So, but this here looks to me like a plain evolution. I don't really have any complaints about New Horizons, which raises the question, do you?
Not really. Like, the only concern, I did mention my concerns earlier, like, will this game be trying to change too much about Animal Crossing, and will it lose its identity in the process? But I don't see that happening, like, anymore as of now. And the things you mentioned just now, like being able to put items outside, being able to do all of this stuff, it's like having more control of your surroundings, which I think was a flaw of Animal Crossing in the past, where it's like, oh, you gotta, like, if you really want to rearrange a room, you gotta do all this rearranging, and it's not really that fun to control and stuff like that. But now it's like it's made simpler and easier, and you get to just chop down any tree you want. Like, really? Well, I guess that was a feature in the other games too.
Forget about chopping them. You can put the entire tree in your pocket. I mean, it's ridiculous.
True.
Like, eat a superfood, eat some healthy fruit, kids, and put entire buildings in your backpack pretty much at the same point.
I just wish this game would have added a starving meter. Like, if you don't feed yourself, you just die. A hunger meter.
What, Animal Crossing? You just die. You drop dead. No. Yeah, I don't think that would go down well in the shareholders meeting. But
Well, you know, those
Regardless.
shareholders are cowards. All I'm saying. Like, give Animal Crossing a survival mode. Let's start that petition. Forget the cloud saves. It's gonna be, and then it's gonna receive a hard M rating. So what? Kids don't need to play this game. They're gonna have to learn how to pay their own debts in life. So let's not put it in their video games.
There's one last thing before we end that I want to get your opinion on, Joe, and this is
Yes.
just from Twitter, but a lot of people have been noticing that the Doom Twitter is interacting with Animal Crossing as a franchise. Do you think there's ever going to be a crossover?
Obviously. There's got to be a crossover, dude. Come on, why would you even ask that? I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry. I know it was a stupid question, to be honest,
No, but
I
it's-
just wanted your opinion.
No, but it's. I think I read an interview with one of the directors of Doom Eternal. He was just talking about quote unquote competing with New Horizons on the same day. It was just like, oh yeah, that's funny and it's kind of cool, and that's it. Like people were making this article it's like a headline as if it's a big deal, but you know, they don't have much to say. They're too busy working on their own game, and which also begs the question, what game are we going to play first on this day? Doom or Animal Crossing?
I think you'd have to get established in your Animal Crossing town before you could really get into Doom, because, first day, there might be some in-game items you might miss as well. Whereas with Doom, it can kind of wait, you can save. It's more linear than Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm. True. As for me, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to buy Doom on Steam and then wait for it to unlock at 9 p.m. my time, and then play it that night, and then start Animal Crossing the day after. Because I imagine if people get this game Animal Crossing downloaded, they'll also have access to it at 9 p.m. But do you really want to start an Animal Crossing game at night? Do you really want to enter your new village at night? I think the best way to do that is in the day.
Always in the day. It's more vibrant. It's like, it all looks like happy Play-Doh characters being happy on a big island, you know what I mean? It's got the
Exactly,
Play-Doh aesthetic.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So that's going to be my day.
I know I said the last topic was the last one, but something just came into my head. What do you think of the pre-order bonuses for the game?
Ooh, the pre-order bonuses are pretty great all across the board. Like over there in the UK, you got the tote bag, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that for my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm, nice. And I am going to be getting this neat little notebook / calendar planner, and it looks so good. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but at least I'll have it as a little collector's item. So that's going to be really fun.
Great.
And those controllers.
I have
Don't
my
forget
own
about
views.
those controllers.
I would have preferred the Tom Nook security camera, where Nintendo can monitor you in your home and, pay back a debt for the game if you pay it off on a monthly basis, but that's just me. I thought that would have been a good pre-order. Since we're on the topic of accessories, recently we received the announcement of a new set of Animal Crossing New Horizons stickers. Interestingly, they contain a number of new characters and villagers. Also, these stickers for the Nintendo Switch Lite looks much sleeker than the one for the regular Switch, but that's besides the point. Anyways, this video is already well over 13 minutes long, and it's much more fitting to go over these in depth after the first Nintendo Direct of the year. In part, since it's much more exciting to have gameplay footage and high-res renders of these newcomers instead of static, low-resolution images from a pre-order website. But regardless at this point, I think we've had enough of our back and forth, and I think we should wrap up the video now. So anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate your views. Be sure to check out Joe's channel as well, and I believe it's Joey Wheeler Pro. Oh my goodness, am I forgetting the name?
No, that would have been a cool name, but no, it's Ferris Wheel Pro. So just go subscribe to me, and speaking of Doom, I came out with a Doom Eternal video because I actually got to play it. So I said, hey, why not make a video about it and reap all the rewards and stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Yep, and I'm sure you have Animal Crossing on the channel too, won't you? Knowing you. Anyways guys, that'll wrap it up for now. Thanks for watching guys. Peace.